Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that Monster Legends did today, again, about the Walking Dead crossover. So there's a monster that's from the Walking Dead and it's actually breedable, and it is just jokes. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys in just a second, so I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Oh yeah, so Social Point or Monster Legends decided to, add this breeding events, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about it in just a second. So besides the breeding event, before we get into that, obviously the monster Daryl is now out, so it's not just Rick that's available here, it's also Daryl. And basically it costs $30, the same amount as Rick, and you can get a rank 0. Now keep in mind guys, if you do end up purchasing him or any of the other Walking Dead monsters, even if they're free, you do have to have their own cells in order to rank up. It is exclusively their cells. So ranking them up, you're gonna have to spend some money, because there's just no way. You can't use Astronites, you can't use them in the rank up survival dungeon to rank them up that way. You have to have their own cells, so it's basically impossible to max them out, you know what I mean? So the monster's available there for 30 bucks. Now here's the thing, what they decided to do for the free-to-play players, they wanted to give them some hope, but it's not what you think. So here's the thing, if you head over to, let me see, I'll go ahead and spend some gems for the purpose of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and hatch Zio. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a review on Zio, by the way. I just went ahead and hatched it. There we go. Okay, so now it's hatched. If you guys want to see a review on Zio, let me know. But anyways, we need to talk about this breeding event. So look, if we tap on the breeding event here, we got Shadow Yena. We also have Daryl, right? It's a metal attacker with Pierce and stuff like that. Cool monster. But here's the thing. The chances of you getting Daryl is basically equivalent to, breeding those vintage monsters. And if you're not familiar with the vintage monsters, I have to tell you, you're actually missing out. Look, so there's a small chance that you can actually obtain these monsters that are not even the monster game anymore. So these were like added when basically the game was started. And the Fire Lion, this is just one of the vintage monsters. It's still breedable, but the chances of you obtaining it is like, I think 1% or less. So it's basically, I'd say it's maybe equivalent, like the chances of obtaining Fireline and that is the same, if not probably lower, which kind of sucks. But look, there's another Fireline, and then also this, the turtle is also very rare to have. I have like 2 of them, 2 of each. Oh, actually I have 3 of them. Okay, well, okay. I got 3 of them. Now, the chances are very, very low, and I'm talking very, very low. So I don't know why they even decided to add them in the breeding event. Well, actually, I think I do know why. In just a second, I'll tell you. Now look, read this. Breeding events featuring Daryl. Shadow Yena is waiting for you at the breeding mountain, but there is someone else hiding there. One of the Walking Dead heroes, Daryl. Only if you're extremely lucky. Keep in mind, it says extremely lucky. Alright, he's the rarest breeding result ever in Monster Legends. Now here's the thing, for those free-to-play players watching this, I would not recommend spending your gems in this breeding event, because this is just, this breeding event sucks. They just want you to spend gems, and the chance of you obtaining Daryl is like super low. Now keep in mind, I did went ahead and try it a few times myself, because I wanted to see if I could actually get it if I'm the lucky one. But no, look at this, every time I tried 1 2 3 4 5 times I've gotten epic monsters, and they keep on giving me epics instead of like rares or uncommons and stuff like that, which takes less time for me to hatch and also for me to speed up. So that's another thing. Now if I do repeat it here, as you guys can see, it just keeps on giving me epic, and the chances of me obtaining that monster is like really, really low, probably less than 1%. Okay, let's just say. So I'm not very happy about this breeding event. They just wanted to give you some hope, I guess. But here's the thing, when you do end up getting 9 hours and 11 minutes, which is basically the time, if you have the 3-star breeding guardian active, that means you basically got a mythic. And if you do end up getting that, it might be Shadow Yena. Now Shadow Yena is pretty good, don't get me wrong, but like Shadow Yena, maybe you wanted to get Daryl if you already have Shadow Yena, right? So chances of you getting that is very, very low. Now I'm in this server, skill to kill. It's basically the leader of Hounds of Justice, and I got pinged and I was like, what the heck's going on? So look at this. Hey guys, I want everyone to overthink if they want to spend gems on this breeding event. I did 26 tries Alright, 26 strides and basically got rare monsters and epics. Not even a Shadowina. Now, what will you really do with a level 100? That is correct. Like, even if you do obtain it, even though they're rares, you obtain it, guess what? You can't rank it up. What are you gonna do with a level 100? Nothing. Seriously, nothing. You can't really rank it up with astronauts, you can't rank it up via, what's it called, the Rinko's Favela dungeons, so you have to spend money, you know, on the extra cells if you really want to use it in battle. Now, here's the thing, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna have access to one of the most rarest monsters in the game, not really, because other players can literally just spend 30 bucks and get it. Just like that. So, don't even try. I mean, I tried, what, 5-6 times and I'm just gonna stop, but even if I did end up getting it, I would have just kept it in for collection purposes. But here's the thing, what are you really gonna do with the Daryl when you are gonna skip on all the other monsters? Seriously. So Maggie's gonna be in one of the offers, right? There's no way you're gonna obtain it. Rick is through the offer as well. You can't really obtain it unless you spend money on it. So, and then there's much more, obviously. So yeah, please think twice, especially if you are free to play and have to grind gems. It's very hard. Don't fall, don't fall for this free to play event. Exactly. So I didn't really. I found this kind of scamish, I guess. I don't know if that's a word, but you guys get what I mean, right? Now it seems like she wasn't the only one that was complaining about this breeding event. Look at this. We got somebody named Jaka Surya. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I want to tell you something about Daryl breeding event or scam event. First, don't bother to try or get him when you already burn over 1,000 gems because the monster is not for everyone. Note, if any of you get Daryl without spending any gems, congratulations, you're the chosen one. Second, how do I know? Because I'm already testing it out and I burned over 3,000 gems. Dang! 3,000 gems? You've got to be kidding me. So he just went on to basically complain a little more about it, and it says Daryl breeding event is a scam if you are not the player that SP already chose. Don't get, don't bother to do it. And focus on race because I already tested out and the lady one is Daryl, or what? Or the last one is Daryl, not for all players to get. Thanks, and okay, no problem, I understand, man. But look at this. What is this? You got Shadowina once, 3 epics, and then there's 4 more epics, and I'm sure he got probably more epics than that because he spent, what, 3,000 gems, or she spent 3,000 gems. It's a lot. It's really a lot. So there's players all over Discord, all over, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter that are basically complaining about this. Well, I'm not sure about Twitter, but you guys get the point, right? There's players that are basically complaining about this breeding event. Like, they wanted to give us some hope, but if you think about it, it's really just a scam event. So I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know not to really fall for this, because if you end up falling for it, or if you do end up falling for it, you're going to spend a lot of gems, and even if you do get lucky and get Daryl, you're just going to have him at level 100, and what are you going to do with a level 100? The maximum level in this game is 150, and in the high leagues, what are you going to do with a level 100 Daryl? Like, even a Serpentix that's like level 120 or maybe 130 will literally destroy that level 100 Daryl of yours. Okay, so you guys get the point, right? So I personally wouldn't really recommend spending any gems on this event. Now I see what they're doing. Basically, they're obviously making money from the offers here through the Daryl offer, 30 bucks, and obviously more cells. If you do end up obtaining the monster, you have to spend more money through the offers right here that are available. Now it's not available for me because I didn't purchase it and I'm not going to purchase it, but if you do end up purchasing it, there's going to be rank up offers to max it out. And remember, that's like what, 250 or 280 bucks to max out the monster fully. So I'm just pointing that out. It's just not worth it. Okay, it's just better to save your gems, save it for your tails, or save it for team race or whatever. If you guys are still racing, I would recommend investing in team race instead of investing it in the freaking Daryl breeding event. Just because you see it available in the breeding event does not mean you're gonna get it, and even if you obtain it, what are you gonna do with the level 100 Daryl? So you guys get my point, right? Now I want you guys to all let me know in the comments if you guys ended up obtaining Daryl from this breeding event. And for those of you guys that haven't really checked it out yet, I hope this video give you guys a new perspective towards the breeding event, because this is just not it. And if not many really spends gems in this event, then I'm sure maybe Social Point will change something, or I don't think they will, honestly, but it's just something to keep in mind, not to spend gems on something that's not worth, you know what I mean? So it feels like a 150 Daryl or something, or maybe every time you breed it and you end up obtaining Daryl, then sure, that's worth it, but other than that, no, it's just game events, and I would recommend not to spend your gems. But that's going to be pretty much it for today's monsters video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, share it with your friends so they don't fall for this scamish event, okay? Make sure to share it with your friends. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.